Dear students, welcome to Basic Science class. We are living in a world where changes occur speedily. Energy is associated with these changes, isn't it? We are studying about these energy forms and the changes of energy from one form to another. In our everyday life, we met with different energy forms such as solar energy, sound energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, potential energy, etc. Okay, energy can be changed from one form to another. We studied these points. I told it again as like a revision. Okay. Energy can be changed from one form to another. For example, in a mixer grinder, it accepts electric energy and converts it into mechanical energy. Majority of the electronic equipments converts electric energy to other forms of energy. But some of these equipments creates energy loss by making unwanted energy forms. Then we understand that energy makes changes in the state of substances. For example, we studied about the change of state of water by absorbing heat. We can classify the changes around us into two, that is, chemical change and physical change. Firstly, let's take the chemical change. Chemical change is a change in chemical properties of substance. This change is a permanent one, so that it cannot be reversible or it is irreversible. Any substance undergo chemical change, it cannot be returned. This is called a reversible. For example, milk becomes curd. പാല് തൈരാകുന്നു. Curd is a different substance as compared to milk. It's a new substance. Curd cannot become milk again. Am I right? Rusting of iron is another example for it. So, a chemical change is a permanent change. It is irreversible. A new product is formed. Chemical properties changed, isn't it? These are the points of a chemical change. On the other hand, a physical change is a change in the physical properties. This change is a temporary one. No new substances forms. It is a reversible change. For example, water cools to form ice cubes. That's a temporary change. Ice can become water again by applying heat. So it is reversible and temporary. There are no new product is formed. Ice is another form of water itself. So, a physical change is a temporary change. It's a reversible change. No new products are formed. Only physical properties are changed. Okay, these are the points that we studied earlier. So, let's test our information by this first activity. So, here comes our first activity, that is activity number 1. Tabulate the changes given below as chemical change and physical change. The first one is cutting vegetables. The second one, the color of clothes fades when exposed to sunlight. And the third one is heating a PVC pipe. Fourth one, cooking rice. And the fifth one is mangoes ripen. Sixth one, heating solid ghee. Okay, these are the changes. You should have to tabulate these changes into two as physical change and chemical change. Okay. Now, here comes to our today's class. Let us observe the picture first. What did you see? What is the activity indicated in this picture? We studied this process in the 5th class. The process that helps plants to synthesize their own food using light energy. The green plants prepare their own food using this process. What is the process? Yes, it is photosynthesis. Plants absorb water through their roots. Carbon dioxide is absorbed through the stomata. Leaves absorbs sunlight. By using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, plants can prepare their own food, that is glucose. So, a new product is formed. Then which type of change is it? It's a chemical change. What are the energy change associated with this process? Solar energy is transformed and saved as chemical energy. So photosynthesis is a chemical change. You know very well that it is an important process that gives food for all the living beings, isn't it? We are all depend plants for food. So in this process, solar energy gives rise to chemical energy. Okay, now let's observe our next picture. What is the process depicts in this picture? The process portrayed in the formation of rain. How rain is formed? Do you are aware of it? Let's explain the formation of rain on the basis of the energy change that we have studied. Water found in the water bodies absorb heat energy from sun. Then this water turns to water vapor. This water vapor releases heat energy and forms clouds. These clouds again releases heat and rain is formed. In this way, water is distributed everywhere in the earth's surface. It's a cyclic process, isn't it? Water cycle. It starts from a point and ends at that point again. So it's a temporary change. What's a temporary change? It is a physical change. Water changes to water vapor, then forms clouds and forms water as rain. So formation of rain is a physical change. Okay. Now our unit is over. All the points deals in this chapter are studied by us. Now we can check the let us assess portion in page number 29. This is the exercises of this chapter. Okay, let it be the activity number 2 in this class. The first question, the blister caused by steam is more sensitive than the same caused by boiling water at the same temperature. What is the meaning of the question? തിളച്ച വെള്ളം കൊണ്ടുള്ള പൊള്ളലിനേക്കാൾ മാരകമാണ് നീരാവി കൊണ്ടുള്ള അതേ താപനിലയിലുള്ള നീരാവി കൊണ്ടുള്ള പൊള്ളൽ. Okay, so the first question is, do you agree with this statement? Yes, I agree with this statement. This is the answer. Justify on the basis of physical change. Justify this statement on the basis of physical change. This is the question. The answer is as follows. Water absorbs heat energy and becomes water vapor. This water vapor, when touches our body, releases the heat energy and changes its state to water. But boiled water doesn't change its state. So the heat energy released is less as compared to steam. That is why the blister caused by steam is more sensitive than the same by caused by boiling water at the same temperature. Okay, this is the answer. So you should write it for the answer. Next question. We know that heat is emitted along with light when a bulb glows. That means when a bulb glows, heat is emitted along with the light. First one is LED lamps are better than filament bulbs for maximum reduction in the consumption of electrical energy. Explain. The question said that LED lamps are better than filament bulbs. Do you agree? Explain. Okay. The answer is yes. We agree with that. In filament bulbs, light is produced by heating the filament. So energy is lost in the form of heat energy. In LED bulbs, there is no filament. So there is no energy loss. The second question, are there situations where filament bulbs are used for producing heat energy? Give example. The answer is yes. In incubators, filament bulbs are used for producing heat energy. Okay. Now the third question. Thunder and heavy rain during the monsoon. Rahim and Deba, who have learned about conservation of energy, are engaged in a game related to it. Let's take a look at it. When one of them mentions a situation, the other indicates the change of energy involved in it. Okay, now look at the table. There is a 2-column table. First column Deepa and second column is Rahim. In the first column, when it rains, Rahim says that the cloud releases heat energy. There is energy change associated with it, isn't it? Now the second column is blank and Rahim said that the cloud is formed. When the cloud is formed, the energy change. What is the energy change? The water vapor releases heat energy. That should be written in the first column. Okay. Next is sound energy is produced. On the next column, there will be thunder. Isn't it? In the next column, light energy is released. What will be in the first column? Lightning is there. Then the first column, electrical energy is produced. What is in the next column? There is a lightning and thunder. Okay. Now complete the activities into your notebooks. Study well. We have a test paper on the test paper on the next class. Okay.